Hi there. Have you hit your 2020 wall yet? You know what I mean. The day that you wake up and you just say, you have got to be kidding. Everything is upside down. I don't know what in the world is going on. I don't see how we're ever going to come out of this. I don't know what in the world to do today because it just seems like the entire world is slipping through my fingers like water. Have you hit your 2020 wall yet? I did this week. It wasn't fun. Even obnoxious optimists like me have a breaking point. And for me, it was the situation where the voices in my head start telling me that everything is wrong and everything is bad. And then you have like the debate on Tuesday night, the presidential debate, and you just think, what is going on? Where is this going to go? Does anyone want to stand firm and be smart and hold things together? Because it sure seems like nothing's being held together. And I look even around what we're trying to do here at church and how hard we've worked to try and thread the needle of a COVID experience for church. And I still wonder, what's it going to be like when everybody gets back? Is anybody coming back? What am I doing here? What in the world is going to happen out in the world? And is there any hope? Have you thought those thoughts? Because if you have, I think you're normal. And surprisingly, I think I might be normal because I thought those thoughts. So, I have good news for you today. I have hope for you today. And it's two words. It's two words that show up a lot in the Bible, and I think it's a good reminder for all of us. And those two words are this: hold fast. Hold fast. Hold fast to the truth. Hold fast to hope. Hold fast to your confidence that God is God and God is in control and nothing ever slips through his fingers. And yes, the world is shaking. Yes, maybe you're shaken. Maybe you're overwhelmed and you're trying to figure out, okay, how in the world am I going to handle the remote schooling for my kids? But now I guess it's hybrid schooling for the kids, and maybe your kids are going to private school, and maybe you're homeschooling and you're thinking, what do I do next? And I'm pulling my hair out because how am I supposed to work? And the economy's bad, and everybody's mad at everybody else, and nobody is connecting, and maybe you feel like friendships are slipping away or connections are slipping away because for a lot of this year people haven't left their house, and if they have left their house, they're not really thinking the way they used to be thinking, and they're not thinking clearly, and they're worried about stuff, and so there's not like this easy friendship happening a lot, and just kind of running into each other and meeting on Sundays at church and feeling that sense of momentum and that sense of care and that sense of connectedness. And I thought, Jeff, Grace Church says if it's not relational, it's not ministry, and so we're all about relational connection, and here we are in this crazy world, and it isn't happening. And I think, yeah, that's how I feel. And it's easy to blame each other. I think that's one of the big things that everybody wants to do right now is just blame everybody. Well, it's their fault or it's their fault or the world's going bad, and so it must be something somebody's doing wrong. And for me, when I hit my wall this week, it was in my own head of saying, I'm the problem. I stink. I'm a horrible person. And I'll tell you, the Holy Spirit doesn't say things like that to me. I say things like that to me. The enemy says things like that to me. You know what the Holy Spirit tells me? Hold fast. Hold fast to the truth that you saw in the light. Do not doubt it in the darkness. Hosea 12:6 says, so you, by the help of your God, hold fast to love and justice and wait continually for your God. Hold fast to love. Hold fast to justice. I think this is a time where we, as followers of Jesus, need to be the rock in the middle of the flood that doesn't move. The floodwaters are going to come. The world is going to shake. And there are times where we feel like we're going to get swept away with it too. And maybe there are days we do get swept down the current a little further than we had hoped. But if we can be that calm and charitable and gracious and unmovable rock that holds fast, eventually the floodwaters will subside. And eventually people will look and see how far they've been swept down the current. And those who are standing firm are the ones that they will come to for help. And we can be that people. We can be that kingdom that survives all of this unrest. But we have to hold fast. We have to continue with endurance and perseverance the things we know are true. Hold fast to love and justice. In the book of Hebrews, it says, hold fast to your confession without wavering, for we know God is faithful. And don't stop meeting together, because that's how we hold fast. That's how we connect. We need to encourage each other and see each other and pour into each other. And if you're feeling disconnected from the church because it's been 6 months since you saw anybody here, We are open for business. We are open on Sundays. We want you to be here if you can make it. If you're watching online, send us a note and say, I miss you guys. Let us know that we are still connecting somehow. But there is a chance that we have right now, in this moment in history, to be the only people who can stand firm in the storm because we're holding fast to the rock of God that cannot be moved. A couple things that are going on. This Saturday, we're having our church work day, and because the weather's going to be nice and because there's a lot to do, most of it's going to be outdoors. And so, if you are able or willing to come out and help with some of that, that's another good way we can connect and see each other again because we'll be outside and we'll be working together side by side. We'll have breakfast provided, we'll have lunch provided. Bring some tools if you have them for outdoor work. We're going to need some help with those kind of things. Also, this Sunday, we're back again with our indoor services at 8:30 and 10. Those have been pretty successful so far, and we're keeping things clean and we're keeping socially distant, but we're able to have live services, and we're excited about that. So please come out for that. We do have a family venue if you want to stay with your kids during the 10 o'clock hour. That is kids-oriented music, but then live stream of the sermon going on in the sanctuary. There is a bylaw committee that is working to reshape and redraft our bylaws, which are out of date with the state. We're also trying to implement some of the things we learned over the last couple of years with multi-site, and that committee meeting is happening so that at the October business meeting, at the end of the month of October, we can present to you a draft and then start to have conversations about what we need to fix or what we need to tweak so that we can vote on it in January. Please be praying for that, and let us know if you have input on those types of things. You can just reach out to me, jfoot@gracelongmont.org. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week, and if you hit that 2020 wall, just bounce right off of it and hold fast to Jesus.